Famous, I'm still living like a star. Whoa there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You are tuned in to the Burning Bush Show. You heard me? Hey, it's Memorial Day weekend, man. I hope y'all having a good time out there. I hope y'all being safe in the sun. Hey, if you need to, put on your sunblock, but make sure for sure you got that water in you. You dig? That's what you need out there, man. If you're going hard, you heard me. But yeah, we finna get into it, man. I am DJ Kane, Cobra, move slick, strike quick, hit your once and it's over. And DJ, that's digital journalist, cause I don't jock nothing. You heard me? Say, bro, we got John the Hawk Henry. And
yes,
they call him
sir.
the Hawk because everything he grows is big, mean, and green, bro. And
yes,
wouldn't want to see him angry. You heard me? And then we got the Homie C, also known as Cool Ass Cord, man. Homie C, bro. Man, bring us on in, bro. What's that?
Say it, bro. It's the Homie C repping NWCLV.FM. As always, man, shout out to our sponsor, NWC Dispensary, Silver Black Cultivation, the only, again, y'all, the only, one more time, the only 100% black-owned cultivation and dispensary in Nevada. So whenever you're in the city, whenever you're in the state, swing by and holler at us, man. Good people, good prices, good product. Come shop with us. How y'all doing, man? Happy Sunday. Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother.
Like Cap said, make sure y'all stay hydrated and stay safe and stay cool because it's hot than a bit out there and you will drop dead.
Straight up. It's not a game.
You will drop dead. That heat ain't no punk. You feel me? We ain't got time for that, man. We gonna keep it real with y'all, man. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you. Stay hydrated, man. Stay hydrated, man. Get that water in you. Yeah.
Straight desert.
But is it the summertime? It's almost the summertime. So I can imagine it's hot everywhere. So
yeah. From the bottom of the proof, the temperature wise, it would be straight up the middle of the dead summer like August right now. But they don't have no humidity out there.
Yeah, that humidity heavy, bro.
And we're looking for at least about 20 more degrees up raised. So we just barely out of spring.
Yeah, it's coming.
So, but yeah, man, y'all be safe. Wherever y'all tuning in from, be safe, stay hydrated. And as y'all can see to my right hand side,
hey,
back in the saddle, John the Hawk Henry. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. How you been?
Man, I've been good, man. Good to see you.
That's what's up. Good to see you too.
Yeah, man. Likewise. And y'all already seen him, and as always, y'all gonna continue to see him. My guy Capion behind the boards, man. How you doing, good brother? Oh yeah. Mm. Good to see you, my guy. So today, y'all know, man, we're gonna keep it rolling. We always kick it off with some knowledge, and that's what we're gonna continue to do. Hold on for 1 second. Put that down. So, man, we're gonna keep it rolling on the terpenes just to keep people educated so they can go in and know what to look for. And today, it's a terpene that's probably in the top of your favorite strains. It's earthy, hoppy, and with that word hoppy, it's definitely found in beer. So the terpene that I'm talking about is humulene. So also known as ahumulene, it's a terpene. Like I said, you've probably already experienced if you smoke like Girl Scout cookies, White Widow, my favorite sour diesel. Definitely in like I said, a few of your favorite strains. The aroma, it's gonna be earthy, woody, spicy scent. So again, it's found in hops, pepper, basil. Another terpene that's known for its medical use. It's anti-inflammatory, so great for swelling and pain. Also, a appetite suppressant. A lot of people know cannabis to be used to increase appetite, to make you want to eat. But with this specific terpene, it is a appetite suppressant. Also has antibacterial and anti-cancer potential. So it's known to fight bacteria and certain cancer cells. So another one that you might want to have in your arsenal, it is plays a factor into the entourage effect. So whenever it's paired with other terpenes, it can enhance the effect that you're getting. So again, that's humulene. So it's one that you guys have probably experienced plenty of times before. And again, it's another one that you want to have in your arsenal, anti-inflammatory. If you smoke and you are looking to, say, cut down on eating while you're smoking, look for something with some humulene in it because, again, it's got the anti-appetite suppressant in it. So that's another one, man. So real quick and simple explanation. Try to keep it simple for y'all so y'all can grasp it. Don't want to get too sciencey, but humulene, it's probably been in the last couple that in this one, let's see. No, this one got caryophyllene, limonene, and myrcene in it. This is take you there.
Yeah, it's one of the better ones too.
Yeah. So that's humulene, people. Again, that's a terpene. If you guys hear about any other terpene, we see different ones pop up all the time with the testing that we got coming in. So if we see anything new, I'm definitely going to keep you guys in the know. Let us know. Again, each one teach one. Keep that conversation going so we can, again, remove this stigma from the plant that the good Lord so graciously placed right here on this earth for us.
Amen.
Amen. Next thing. The current events. Now, this one that I'm pulling up is something that I kind of touched on before, which this is the reason that it stuck out to me. What are we doing with these funds, that all this money that these states are getting for cannabis, all the money that they made? Is there a way that they can give back to the community? So this one here, Albuquerque launches basic income pilot program using cannabis funds. So Albuquerque, New Mexico this month launched a pilot program for guaranteed basic income funded partly by cannabis industry tax revenue, according to a Business Insider report. The program was implemented by the City of Albuquerque's Cannabis Equity and Community Reinvestment Fund, which the City Council voted to establish in 2023. Officials have allocated $4.2 million for the 3-year program, with over $2 million coming from taxes on legal cannabis sales. What does that say? Where is it? So yeah, that caught my eye because I'm wondering if any other states are doing anything like that. Because I would imagine that there is ample money just laying to the side once they do what they need to do to give back to the community, so we can get arts programs going back, because they're cutting back on that. Just putting money back into the schools, putting money back into doing things like this, giving it to certain families. It says 80 families in Albuquerque are receiving $750 per month with no strings attached as a part of the Guaranteed Basic Income Program, funded in part by cannabis tax revenues. So, I mean, nowadays $750 ain't a lot, but it ain't just nothing.
It's still a give back for sure.
Yeah, it'll cover a portion of the rent maybe. So, I mean, that's something that I hope a lot of these states are looking at doing, so we can, try to get things on the track back to where we once were.
And it gives people like something real to feel about the give back, rather than just say, yeah, we threw it into schools or we threw it into city building and expansion, all this type of stuff. It gives them something real. They feel like they're getting something actual back. So
something tangible that they can really kind of see, because it might be families that don't have anybody in school.
Correct.
Something like that. So I think that's dope. I'm gonna be on the lookout for other stories like that, just so we can know, because that's the first one that I've seen that they're actually doing something with cannabis, and it's partially funded by cannabis, so it's other state funded funds as well.
Yeah.
The next one, California sees 123.5 million of illicit cannabis and the largest task force operation yet. So that's all the weed that ain't in the stores. That's just what's been going on the streets. So that's still that lets us know that the streets ain't dead at all.
At all.
At all.
And especially depending on where you live, and for them, they've always been a supplier for
good weed.
State,
yeah.
Good weed, and I don't see that changing.
No. So this says the Office of California Governor Gavin Newsom announced that the state's Unified Cannabis Enforcement Task Force, dedicated to stopping illicit cannabis operators, seized 105,700 plants and 22,057 pounds of illicit cannabis products during an enforcement action earlier this month. Officials said it was the task force's largest cannabis seizure yet, with an estimated $123.5 million in total value. Goodness.
It's a big one.
Now this one facility. Goodness. Had all them plants. I can imagine what that looked like.
But is that one facility or is that across the state? Is that all illicit people who are growing outdoors, people who are growing illicitly at home? What does that include?
It said cannabis during an enforcement action earlier this month. So they make it sound like it's at one place. Let's reminder. Yeah, it doesn't say.
It's a lot.
Yeah, for sure. The United Cannabis Enforcement Task Force has seized and destroyed over 650 million in illicit cannabis, including over 800,000 plants and 220 tons of cannabis products. Jeez Louise. So yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Long story short, the streets ain't dead. Y'all just be careful and be aware. That's why. That's one of the things that we want to preach to y'all. And that's why we're here. Cause like he said, depending on where you are, that's the means of getting cannabis.
Yeah.
The street. So I mean, just be aware. Do your research. Know what moldy weed look like. know what it smell like, you know, those types of things. So just be aware, stay in the know. But yeah, that's crazy. I need to find some of that money just fall off the truck or something. They would never miss it. Man. All right. So that's the current events for today. Keep it real short and sweet because we want to get into this topic. It was something that we kind of touched on a little bit on past episodes. So big pharma and cannabis. That's a real touchy subject. It's like legal versus not legal, legacy versus corporate. So you got people who fought for the right to be in the industry, people who started from the bottom, people who been affected by the cannabis industry and somehow was able to get into the cannabis industry. Also, you got people who have like come through like social equity programs who get into the cannabis industry. And you have those people who put their blood, sweat, and tears into their company and try to come up with a solid product and try to make good on that. And then you have big pharma that just comes in with all the funds and want to start buying stuff up and taking cannabis for just the money side, not even trying to use it as the medical part. They come in and try to just buy up everybody. So that's what we're gonna kind of try to get into. It can be controversial just depending on who you're talking to. And yes, it's the same big pharma that said sell you your medication, your mama medication. The same one that have those 5 and 6, 7 commercials that come on in a 30-minute show, pushing it. So let's just dig into it a little bit. Got a couple key points that we just gonna go over with y'all. Are they here to help, or are they here to just kind of take over? So, what a lot of people don't know is back in the early 1900s, cannabis was used as a medication. They did sell it in tinctures, tonics. Doctors prescribed it for migraines and appetite loss, also insomnia. So anything that you can possibly think of that modern medicine that they use now, pills, they were at one point in time prescribing cannabis for that. Until 1937, that's when they dropped the Marijuana Tax Act. And then overnight, boom, cannabis went from medicine to a drug, just like that. And then you had Nixon come in with the war on drugs in the 70s, and stuff just got worse at that point. So, the war on drugs, man, that affected a lot of people of color. We know how they took the hard drugs and put that in the streets. They did the same thing with the weed. And we know, a lot of us probably know a lot of people that done got jammed up just behind just a little bit of weed since then.
Yep.
So it's like, what is Big Pharma gonna come in and do, you know what I'm saying, with the legalization part and, you know, making things as easy as your normal prescription? That's one of my questions. So they started locking folks up for petty weed, and then they want to go ahead and start pushing all these pills and stuff to get us hooked, like for ADHD, pain relief, anxiety, stuff like that, man. And we know that it's all they do all that just for the profit of it. But where does that leave, like, us? You know, the people we doing all the groundwork now. Where does that leave us? You know, it's like, when they come in, and let's say in a year or so, they come in, buy up everything in Nevada, do they just get rid of us, or do they bring in like their own grow teams? Or do they let us continue our work that we done did too?
Yeah, it's crazy when you sit back and think about it, like how it could change and what direction it could go. Because it's a lot about money, and at that point, you might lose the mom and pops who, for years, have stood on quality, and we're not 100% sure if Big Pharma's more concerned with quality or they're more concerned with quantity and yield and profit margin.
Because that's another thing. They base a lot of their stuff on their money based on repeat prescriptions.
Yeah. So
they want you to be able to take it, and when you ain't got it no more, you gonna need to come back and get it. So they want to be able to control that. And like you said, is it, do they want the quality or do they want the quantity so they can just push out, and just get the people product just so they can feed them and get their bread?
Yeah.
Because with us, it's definitely quality over quantity any day. We do want a big yield, but at the same time, we want that fire.
Yeah.
So we don't. It's like music, bro. Like, are they coming in as culture vultures and just wanting to? Yeah, this how y'all used to do it, and this it sounded good, but this is what we want to do, and try to make us do that, and just like you said, just push us out, or just have us doing the dance like little puppets. It's scary, bro, when you start to think about that. So as medical cannabis gained popularity and more people started dabbling with it, it did threaten the farmers' profits. So with that, you looked at how they were affecting legalization. How you have these pharmacy companies putting money behind getting not having it legalized in those certain states. So it's like, dang, are they on both sides? What's their stance? But now it's like that was like early 2000s.
Yeah.
When they started seeing when California first went, then you had Colorado and then those other few states, and they saw how specifically opioid prescriptions had significantly dropped. Some studies say that the profit dropped like 25%,
which is huge for them.
Right. So, and that's just based off of cannabis. So, like I said, early 2000s when all that happened, I can imagine how pharmacy companies got scared and was like, "Oh no, we gotta figure out how we can stop this. Not how can we get on board." But once it started to spread like wildfire, it's like, okay, I guess we can't stop it. How can we?
How do we join?
How do we get on board and make it ours? It's funny to see how like the tables are turned real fast when they just give it a little bit of time to see what happened, and then boom, okay, we didn't know it was gonna be like this. But then, all actuality, I think they did know it was gonna be like that. But once they did the Weed Act in 1937, and they criminalized it, they're like, okay, well, we can't just bring it right back like that. What we gonna look like? So they had to give it some time to see what it was gonna do.
Yeah,
and I think they knew that it was gonna be the cash cow, and that's one of the things that I've been saying. They just taking their time to see how certain states do what they do with their laws and how they're doing with their funds and the banks and them taking credit and debit and stuff, because they don't take credit, but they do take debit in majority of the dispensaries now. So they just taking their time, man. Let's see. Farmers stepped into the cannabis world with FDA approved CBD drugs. That's how they kind of dabble back into it. What was it called? It's a CBD based seizure medication made by GW Pharmaceuticals. FDA approved. It was supposed to help a lot of kids with rare forms of epilepsy. So I guess that is a win, but it's kind of, I guess, I'm not even gonna say synthetic, but it was only CBD. Let's see. So, this was another point with Big Pharma getting into it. They can bring funding, research, and insurance coverage. So, of course, if Big Pharma get into it, they want to make sure that they butt is covered as far as making sure that they got all the correct information. There's still a lot of research to be done on a lot of different parts of the plant, and it's new research. So they want to make sure that they put in funds. So on one hand, we get the legit research, clinical trials, also FDA approved products, and it'll be wider access. So we know that at that point, once they get their hands, they're gonna be trying to get it to as many people as possible, so they can recoup their money back on this research that they done did. And then we got to talk marketing. And we know how Big Pharma do they marketing. I can't imagine the marketing schemes for cannabis once they go something like super Big Pharma legal.
Yeah. Because I think that is the hesitation right now, too, from Big Pharma, is until it does go federally legal, it's still considered illegal what they're dabbling in.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not as quick or can't put the funding and money and time into it, or they're hesitant about it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, once they change the scheduling of it, you can see a lot more companies are gonna just come in with the big money. Like,
then you'll see cannabis-based products for anxiety, Crohn's, or migraines, things. The same thing you see 7-8 times during your favorite program that you watching. You're gonna start seeing those cannabis ads pop up, boom, and it's gonna be more so probably we'll have a correlation of both, where it'll be the people that just sell it to sell it, like your Stizzies or Hardines or whatever. They'll definitely be pushing they market and putting their funds to get their stuff seen. But that Big Pharma bread, they gonna be on primetime TV. They gonna be on Super Bowl, and you're gonna see a lot of pharmaceutical cannabis products, and that's gonna be a thing to see. Be sitting back with our grandkids looking like, man, I remember when you couldn't imagine seeing this on TV.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a thing to see. Another thing with Big Pharma, man, it's their record with patients really ain't spotless. People scared to get pharmaceuticals because they can get hooked on it, or it might not be the best product, or it could the side effects could be better than what I'm taking it for. Again, are we gonna be looking at quality over quantity, or are we gonna be looking at, their guidelines would have to be stupid crazy for it to be FDA. So they wouldn't be using. Me being on the side that we're on, I wouldn't too much worry about. Well, I can't even say that because you just never know. Certain pesticides being used because, there's certain growth pesticides to help stuff grow faster, make it more potent, but some stuff ain't good for the plant for us to consume.
Yeah.
And you still kind of got to be aware of that because I be seeing these stories and certain documentaries talking about China weed. People getting weed from China.
And the PGRs and
the sprayed weed and stuff like that. And I can imagine like you got like certain small mom and pop pharmacies that may just need to get some product and they getting some stuff that they don't really know what it is and them selling. I can imagine stuff like that happening too. So there's
pros and cons, I think, to it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's definitely gonna be a thing to see. Again, with the research part and insurance part, they definitely gonna want to cover the people that's working with them too. I can imagine what the pay would be for people working for those pharmaceutical cannabis companies. Because I think that's a big conversation within the cannabis industry. Is the pay and all the hard work that we do. A lot of us don't get the pay that's really due.
Sure.
Would that be a big change once Big Pharma comes into it with the pay increase, or they just gonna keep us all like sweatshops?
Yeah.
Because they're gonna have the funds to do it. So it's definitely something to see, and something to I kind of say to look forward to, because I don't know. It could, like you said, it's gonna be some pros and cons, but I want to see what's gonna happen, because hopefully they don't come in and just debo people out of it, but just get into it. And I don't know how. I would like for us to all be able to coincide, but we all know how they get down.
Yeah.
It's just a money game. So we'll keep y'all tapped in with any big stories that we see as far as Big Pharma. That was just something that's come up around the cultivation. Like, we get to sit and talk to the boss all the time, and it just come up in random conversation, and we'll see what happens. We don't know, but we just gonna be prepared for the rain if it come, and hope for the sunshine if it do come, and just keep putting out good quality products that we can, and make sure that the medical aspect is still there for us. And it is, because like I said, there's so many different terpenes that can be used for a medical aspect of it. So like I said, hopefully it's not a majority quantity over quality. We do want them to put out some good quality stuff. So
yeah,
we'll see, man. We don't know, man, but the question is, do they care? Do they care enough about the culture of cannabis? Do they care enough about the people of cannabis to do things? I would like to say the right way, but in such a way that everybody happy. Because we know that they don't too much care about y'all happiness. They just want that bread. That's what make them smile. So they see green, and I ain't talking about the green that you roll up. The green that you put in the banks. That's all they really see. So do they care about us, or do they just care about power and money? So we'll keep y'all locked in with that, man. Any new stories that we see, any updates that we see about things happening with Big Pharma and cannabis, again, we'll let y'all know. Y'all keep us in tune too. I know some of y'all be keeping an eye on those cannabis blogs and those stories. So let us know if y'all see anything that we can expound on. Again, each one teach one. Keep that conversation going so we can remove the stigma from this plant that the good Lord so graciously planted on this earth for us. So, What you smoking on, bro?
All right, today I'm smoking on some of that AC Biggie. So a little bit of that Animal Cookies. Nice strain. Nice smooth strain. Always comes out covered in trikes. Easy to grow. Good staple strain.
I like the AC. That's one that we've been doing for a minute, and it's been pretty consistent.
Yeah, it stays stable.
It's been pretty consistent. So, what I got?
What you smoking on?
Take you there.
Mm.
Yeah, this one of those newer strains, bro. So, again, caryophyllene, limonene, myrcene, 20% THC.
And Take You There is that dirty little secret cross with the, I want to say, the can of haze.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a fire strain.
Yeah, man. We got some new stuff coming. Again, some new stuff coming in the next couple of months, man. Some KV cheese crossed with some something with some something. Some orange daiquiri maybe.
Thin mint snuck in there as well.
Yeah, man.
And some other little surprises.
Yeah.
So,
You know, maybe item number 9 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the bee's knees. I don't know why people aren't talking about this.
Straight up.
So yeah, man, and that's just to name a few. So we got some stuff coming. So make sure y'all stay tapped in. NWC Dispensary. It's 2 of them in the city. Cap, where they at, bro?
The flagship, 3200 South Valley View. You heard me? Check it out. And then 9030 West Flamingo Road. That's location number 2. I'll let my boy Maul over there. For sure.
So yeah, man, it's 2 of them. So it's near as you. So make sure y'all check that out. And make sure y'all shop Silver Black Cultivation whenever y'all go to either one of them. That's us. That's the home team. We put in all the blood, sweat, and tears to bring that to y'all. Also, anything else that they got in there is legit. So make sure y'all shop. Just shop NWC Dispensary. Again, it's 2 of them, so it's nearest you. Yeah, man, so we ain't gonna hold y'all long today. We know it's, again, Memorial Day weekend. It's Sunday, so y'all ain't got to work tomorrow, so I know it's barbecues going today. It's barbecues going tomorrow. So, again, y'all be safe. John, anything y'all want to say to these people before we get up out of here?
Man, save us a plate.
Yeah, my boy said save us a plate.
But nah, everybody be safe this weekend and, keep tapping in with us. We got more content coming for you guys, so, yeah, stay locked in.
Where they can find you at, good brother?
The usual, man. Just JHB_IV at Instagram. Yeah, check me out.
Capion, anything you want to say to these people before we get up out of here, good brother?
Oh, man, like I said earlier, man, everybody just be safe out there. Be blessed for your holidays, you heard me. And, shoot, especially if you're getting it in like we get it in, yeah, high quality H2O. We can't express that enough.
Please stay hydrated, y'all. That's gonna save your life in the climate that we in. You can, bro. Heat stroke is a mug, boy. I know you done been to some of these pool parties out here and these folk drinking and they ain't drink quite enough water and they just pass out.
And they're in the middle of the water.
Yeah, man, look.
You can't drink that though.
You can't drink that water.
So yeah, just be safe out there. You heard me?
Where they can find you, good brother?
The Quante Capion on the internet.
On the internet. That's everywhere, people.
Type it in. Your favorite search engine, your favorite social media, however you getting down. It's up there.
Yes, sir. I gotta put that down for a second. Just like I do every show, man, I gotta stop and give a big honor to God, big thank you to him, because again, without him, we wouldn't be here. The plant wouldn't be here. So we just want to say thank you to him. We can do all things through Christ that strengthens us. So y'all stay prayed up, stay 10 toes down, and yeah, amen.
Amen.
And I am the homie C, and you can find me on Instagram at THAHOMIEC. God damn it. That's on Instagram. On Facebook, it's my government. I ain't hard to find, so y'all just look out for me. Make sure y'all like Capion Fire Photos right on YouTube. Follow, subscribe. All of our episodes are on the playlist right there on the YouTube. You'll see them. The Instagram is The Burning Bush Show _ Las Vegas. That's on Instagram. Facebook coming soon. And we got the merch. Again, y'all see it. DM us y'all size. We let y'all know what we got, prices, all that. So y'all tap in with us. And we appreciate y'all, man. Y'all, again, stay safe, stay hydrated. You can always take a little bit more, but you can't take a little bit back. Stay educated, stay in the know. Make sure that you know what y'all smoking, man. Again, we do know the streets is a lot of y'all's avenue to get good weed. So just know what y'all smoking, man. Ask some questions. If they don't want to ask no question, find somebody else, bro. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for tapping in. Stay tapped in. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. And we appreciate y'all. And we out. Peace. Peace.
Famous, I'm still living like a star. I'm burning back to back like I'm trying to sit on Mars. Yeah.
Welcome to Legacies of Leadership, Civil Rights and Financial Empowerment, a Black History Month series brought to you by Told You Media and Fire Photos Media Group.
From the bustling streets of West Las Vegas to the grand arenas of the NFL, Frank Hawkins' journey is a testament to resilience, leadership, and community empowerment. Born in a neighborhood marked by disparities, Frank's early life was shaped by the mentors who instilled in him the values of discipline and determination. We didn't know how poor we were, he recalls, but these challenges only fueled his resolve to uplift his community. As a young athlete, Frank found purpose on the field. His prowess in high school sports led him to the University of Nevada, Reno, where he became a college football legend, amassing over 5,000 rushing yards. Drafted by the Oakland Raiders, Frank's NFL career was crowned with a Super Bowl victory. Yet, an injury brought his football career to an abrupt end. Undeterred, Frank transitioned to business and politics, becoming the first African American elected to the Las Vegas City Council. Driven by a promise to invest in his community, he channeled over $100 million into real estate development, transforming West Las Vegas. In the burgeoning cannabis industry, Frank emerged as a pioneer. As the founder of the Nevada Wellness Center, he established the state's first Black-owned dispensary, embracing vertical integration to control every facet of his business. His commitment to community is unwavering. Frank's advocacy extends beyond business. As president of the NACP branch in 1111, he championed equality and justice. His core values, instilled by his mother, emphasize giving back. The measure of a man is not in what he owns, but in how much he gives back to others, he often says. Frank Hawkins' life story is one of breaking barriers and empowering others. From sports to entrepreneurship, his leadership and dedication have left an indelible mark on his community. His journey inspires us to reflect on our own potential for impact. What have you done today to make the world a better place, he asks. Through his legacy, Frank Hawkins challenges us all to strive for excellence and invest in the communities that shape us. His story is not just one of personal triumph, but of collective empowerment, urging each of us to contribute to a brighter future.
We need you to join this movement. Share with us the name of a Black leader who inspires you. Stay with us all month as we celebrate, educate, and empower. Together, let's build wealth, create legacies, and honor our history. Tag a Black business owner who inspires you, follow us, and stay tuned for more. Legacy and wealth, Black history money moves.